Try this new and more efficient way to delete duplicate rows. I will use the LeetCode SQL interview question 196, delete duplicate emails, as an example. Here I am going to present two approaches to solve this problem. The last one is the most efficient and is the best suited for tables with large data. So please watch this video until the end. According to the question, we need to create a person table with two columns, ID and email. The ID column is the primary key, which means that each row must have a unique ID value. Now let's populate this table with some data. There are 10 rows and some of them are duplicates. Let's read the question further. The task is to write a solution to delete all duplicate emails, keeping only one unique email with the smallest ID. For example, the email address raj@example.com is associated with ID 8, while its duplicate entry has ID 1. Therefore, we should remove the entry with ID 8 and retain the one with ID 1 as it represents the smallest ID. Now let's quickly write a select statement to find all the unique emails with the smallest ID. Here we are choosing the smallest minimum ID for each group of the people who shares the same email. This tells SQL that we are working with the table named person. We are organizing a list of people into groups based on their email addresses. Each group includes people who have the same email. This way, we ensure that each email appears only once in our final list. And we pick the smallest ID for each group. It's handy for finding and managing duplicate email entries in our data. Let's execute. Out of the total of 10 records, 7 are unique emails. It's evident in the result set that rows with ID 5, 8 and 10 are absent, indicating that they represent duplicate entries. We will save this statement because we will need it later. Now, there are two approaches to handle the problem of removing duplicate records. The first one is the beginner's approach. In this approach, we will begin by creating a new table. This table will store these unique emails along with their corresponding IDs. To create this table, I will use the create table as a statement, along with the select statement we just discussed. After execution, we will have a table named temp_person containing all the unique emails with the smallest ID. Let's verify. Now we will use the data of this table to delete all the duplicate records. Let's write the delete statement. This is a simple delete statement. In the where clause, we will use the not in operator with a subquery. After execution, any row in the person table with IDs that do not exist in the temp_person table will be removed. It's important to note that in the temp_person table, the IDs of duplicate rows are not present. Therefore, this delete operation will effectively remove all the duplicate rows. Let's execute. 3 rows deleted. Let's confirm this by examining the person table. As you can see in the result set, only the rows with the smallest ID have remained and all the duplicate rows have been successfully deleted. However, while this method gets the job done, it doesn't align with professional SQL development practices and is not the most efficient approach. Let me tell you why. First, it makes a new temporary table, which can take up a lot of space if your original table has millions of rows. This means it's not very efficient and can also slow things down because it uses a lot of storage. If your original table has indexes, they will also make the temporary table even bigger. Second, it involves writing 2 separate queries, which can be more complicated and take more work. This makes it harder to understand and maintain. We are creating a SQL statement to remove duplicate records. Here's how it goes. This part tells SQL that we want to delete some data from the person table. This is where we specify the condition for deleting duplicates. We will compare the combination of ID and email columns in the table. Then we have not in operator. Then we put parentheses to enclose the special select statement. This select statement finds the unique rows based on the email column. This is the same select statement that we wrote in the starting of the tutorial. Let's copy it from here and paste it inside the parenthesis. The not in condition checks if the combination of ID and email is not in the list of unique combination found by our select statement. So we are simply telling SQL to delete rows in the person table where the combination of ID and email is not among the unique combination found by our select statement. Let's execute. 3 rows deleted. This SQL statement is a handy way to keep our data clean and free from duplicates. This is the efficient approach because it doesn't involve saving data into a separate table, which means no additional storage or I/O overhead. It's also simple and easy to understand. Let's check this statement by submitting it on LeetCode. Submitted successfully. If you want to learn how to quickly find the number of duplicate records in a table using just one line of code, then watch this short video. I explained it in just 50 seconds. Link in the description. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. This is Manish from rebellionrider.com.